Hey up Spectrum fans, another little video to show you a charming little game I discovered the other day by a chap known as Saucerbrain on Twitter. He tweeted out that he created a nice little Christmas game for everybody to enjoy and kindly sent the link across, so I went to have a look, and it's a game called Christmas Robin Simulator. You can get this at his itch.io page, which is saucerbrain.itch.io. You'll be presented with an image of the game and a description that says, "Fly around, you're a robin. Avoid the falling snow and collect the goodies. Merry Christmas." Now you can download this, name your own price, or you can bung Saucerbrain a couple of quid for putting the effort into make us a nice, charming little game to play over the Christmas period. So, without further ado, let's have a look at the game. So, here it is. Saucerbrain's Christmas Robin Simulator. Press 1 for instructions, press 2 to play. Okay, let's have a look at the instructions. Control the robin. Queue up, down, left, right. It always flies diagonally. Okay, let's press the key. Land on goodies to collect them and return to the perch to score. Simple. Mince pies 1 point each, plum pudding 2 points, and mince pies score times 2. Mince pies 1 point each, plum pudding 2 point, and mince pies score 2. Okay, so if you get the plum pudding, then your mince pies are worth 2 points as well. Okay. Get all goodies, 4 bonus points. Yes. Falling snow is lethal and gets thicker over time. Also avoid the snowy branches. Will do. I'll give you a quick tip here because I've already had a go at this. Also avoid the edge of the screen because it results in instant robin death. Port appears when you hit 150 points. Ha, good luck with that. It's very difficult, this. Return to the perch with it for an extra life. After that, another 150 points brings another glass, and so on. When the snow gets very heavy, the bell rings and lights up. Not actually seen that yet when I've been playing this. Fly over the bell and the snow will ease for a time. If you let the snow get impossibly dense, it's automatically game over. Okay. Right, let's 2 to play. Let's have a quick blast at this. Ah. Okay, so. QA. There we go. It's fine. Let's get that plum pudding. There we are. Don't want to go back to the perch until I've got all of these things. There we go. Right, let's go back. There we go. Avoiding the snow seems quite simple at first, but the problem is, as your robin can only fly diagonally, when the snow starts to come down fast, you do get in a position where you start to panic. And sometimes, as I tried then, your robin doesn't always land on the perch when you expect it to because you're maybe too close to it and not hitting it from the right angle. Oh, look. Didn't know you could do that. Oh, wow. You can land on the water thing. Awesome. Okay. So let's try and get this one. Okay. Let's get back. Whoa. Okay. That's it. So you do only get 1 life to start off with, which is old school. Old school way of games. Love it. Dead hard. You've got to actually practice to get good at this. Let's have another go. And when you start to play this a bit and try and get a high score like I did last night at 1 AM but failed miserably, you'll notice that every time you do a playthrough, the starting music there is different, which is really nice little touch. I love the way this robin flies. I love the way if you hop along the ground, it's got a really nice feel to this game. I haven't actually seen that bell at the top light up yet because I've not actually been able to get far enough to get a decent score to do it. I think my high score was about 136. So if you get, let's have a look, you get 12 points. So that's 3 mince pies and a plum pudding per level or per flying session. So yeah, so that's 3 points for your mince pies, 2 points for the plum pudding, and that makes your mince pies double points, and then 4 points bonus for getting them all. So 12 points every fly maximum. Okay, understood. So it's going to take quite a few flies around to try and get a reasonable score. See, that was an example. Then I flew through that perch there, and I thought it was going to land on it. So you have to be careful for that because when there's a lot of snow around, that kind of thing can trip you up. What I like about this game is the fly mechanic is interesting. So it makes it really playable, but also not ridiculously easy. not ridiculously easy. And the reason it isn't ridiculously easy is because, like I say, when you get in a bit of a panic with the snow, it can become very frustrating to try and get away. Not in a bad way, just because you press the wrong key in a panic. Because the snow does get dense later on. Now you can't collect that mince pie there by just flying through it upwards. You have to attempt to land on the perch. I'm going to attempt to get a high score this time because I know that this can be done. It would be great to do that on this video. As I'm playing live. This might not even be recording audio for all I know. I haven't tested it, but maybe that's a benefit to you guys if it doesn't record my audio. I would love to be able to see the port appear and the bell at the top ring and light up because I've yet to see it. I've just noticed that as this is a relatively small game and there's no 128K music or anything, I might put some music in the background if there's some Christmassy music just to wind away from the monotony of my own voice. Right, you can see here the snow is starting to get really thick now, so this is where you start to panic with the controls a little. You press up when you're supposed to be pressing left, etc, etc. Oh, and then I flew through the perch again there. See, easily done, easily done. I think the way the robin is animated is really nice for saying there's literally just a couple of frames of animation. There you go, different start tune. What is there? 2 frames of animation? Really nice. And sometimes I don't know if you should leave the robin alone for a while, but if you leave him alone, he seems to stand there and wag his tail sometimes, which is quite nice. I've only seen it a couple of times, but it's really nice. Just reminds me of an old English garden. You've got your bird feeder, your bird waterer, just sitting out at Christmas, watching the birds scavenging around for the food. Usually it's seed, not mince pies and plum pudding, but this must be a posh garden. Right, let's try and go for this high score again. But seriously, guys, if you have got a Spectrum or you've got access to an emulator, I would highly recommend getting this game. As I say, it's name your own price on itch.io, but who wouldn't want to pay a couple of quid for this? If I'd have bought this back in the day on a 199 tape, I would have been well happy. Because although it's simple, it has got that just one more go thing going on about it. You know that most of the mistakes that you make are just entirely down to you. And so you get that urge to just have just one more go to try and rectify the mistake, get the high score, see the bell light up, try and get to the port. I must admit I was a bit confused when I read the instructions at first, because when it said port, I thought it actually read portal. And I thought the bird was going to go into some portal to another realm, but obviously that's just maniacal. I don't know what I was thinking there. Ah, no, 96 again. Ah, drat. Okay, right. I'm going to go and have another go at this, but I would highly recommend anyone download this. I'll leave the link for the download in the description of this video. Go download it, guys. Chuck a couple of quid if you can afford it. You won't regret it. See what high score you can get. If you can beat 96, excellent. And let's all bombard Saucerbrain on Twitter with our high score tweets. I know he'd love that. Until next time, guys, take it easy. See ya.